there, I'm Sandy. Got some questions for you. First off, how many people are playing the game? Good enough. Player 1, type your name in. Player 2, you're up. Type away.
45 seconds.
Good deal. Now, player 3, can you spell your name for us? Okie dokie. Have a look around and choose an episode. And if you're looking for your favorites, hit F.
30 seconds.
Player 1, you have the letter Q as your buzzer. That's Q as in question marks. Player 2, your buzzer is the letter B as in bond, savings bond. And player 3, you're the letter P as in pulse.
20 seconds.
Okay, here's the skinny. You're gonna get a bunch of questions. If you think you know the answer, buzz in. Then type 1, 2, 3, or 4, whichever answer choice suits you. Or just type in the answer if it's a fill in the blank. You got it? Would you go already?
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
All right, welcome to our back to school episode. Hey, I want to let you know that in preparation for this episode, I asked my mom to pack me a brown bag lunch, for old time's sake. So let's see what we got here. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, nice, and a banana, okay, and a thermos full of sweet vermouth. She remembered. Mom, I take back everything I ever said about you. First thing, I gotta give you some screws. Listen up. Say the question comes up and your neighbor gets that Mount Rushmore look on their face like they don't have a clue as to what's going on. That's the perfect time to buzz in, hit the S key, and screw them. Then they gotta answer. Got it? All right, you ready? Let's start. Player 2, take your pick. Whoa. I believe this one is called Showering with the Weird Guy in Gym. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. You know something? I really hated having to shower in gym class. There'd be all these upperclassmen in the shower. I'd often be late for my next class just so I could take a shower alone. Anyway, enough about me. Given that it multiplies when in contact with water, which of the following could never take a shower alone in the gym locker room? A gremlin, a chud, a body snatcher, or a tribble? Player 3, have at it. See, now me, I wouldn't have gone this way. Player 2, go. Hey, come on, don't tribble on the keyboard. Player 1, do it. Gremlins reproduce as soon as they get wet, so they're never going to be able to take a shower in private. But that's okay. Since they're all anatomically similar, they won't have to lie to each other about the water being cold. Player 1, what are we doing? The category, Frenching in the classroom. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Okay, free your mind. Imagine you're a foreign exchange student in France. If your school supply list includes pencils and Les Pen, what will you be stuffing into your backpack? A nuclear bomb, a loaf of bread. Player 3. Player 2, you gotta answer it. Jean-Marie Le Pen is known for being the leader of the National Front, a very controversial and racist French political party. But the good thing is, when Le Pen starts mouthing off, you just spank him on the bottom and his ballpoint retracts. Hey, Player 3, I think this belongs to you. Player 2, how about a category? Coming at you, psychological trauma and playground games. $2,000 for a correct answer. So you know how in gym class the smallest guys always get picked last for teams? Well, imagine the countries of the world are starting a pickup football game. Since it's the world's smallest country, which of the following would most likely be picked last? Vatican City is actually an independent state and, you guessed it, the smallest one in the world.
I don't want Vatican City on my team. You take them.
Hey, I don't want him either. Pope's always tripping over his dress when he runs.
Let's have a category, player one. The category is, strap on your helmet, the little bus is here. Get this one right, you get $1,000. Okay, we all know that the wheels on the bus go round and round and the wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish. But what do the pistons on the bus do? It's all yours, player one. Pistons move up and down. Kinda like that boy and that girl in the back seat. Player one, tell me what's next. Hey, bless Smut with Dime Store.
It's time for a Giver Wish Press Run.
One gibberish category coming up. Caveman 101. This question's going to start out at 5,000 big ones. Now, as soon as you know the answer, you buzz in and start typing, because I'm going to take away some of that cash every second and a half. All right, take a look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what it rhymes with. Let's see what you got, player one. Type. Number 2 pencil. Ew, number 2. Ew, it's a poopy pencil. Number 2, right with poo pencil. Player one, give me a category. Today's specialties include, let's win one for the zipper. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Hey, you know what I really hate? Freezing up just as I'm about to pee in a public restroom. But you know what I hate even more than that? Getting all caught up in my zipper when I'm done. Since they're button fly, which type of Levi's should young men buy to avoid any embarrassing zipper accidents in the school restroom? 501s, 550s, 555. Take a shot, player two. Here's a tip for you schoolboys out there, no pun intended. Stick to the Levi's 501s, because they're button fly. Of course, if some young fella is still getting caught up in those button flies, you gotta think he's doing that on purpose. Category time, player two. And our special guest tonight, George of the Jungle Gym. How does $2,000 sound? See if you can wrap your skull around this. Suppose your school is located in a rainforest. About how much rain will fall on your school's jungle gyms each year? Player one. Rainforests get about 6 feet of rain per year, minimum. But you could just hang out in the desert-like sandbox where it never rains. Yes! Hey, hand me that plastic shovel, will you? Player one, your choice. Well, what do we have here? Got curdled milk? How does $4,000 grab you? Eyes forward, we're going. If freshmen stay fresh only as long as refrigerated milk does, when will the nation's high schools start to smell really, really bad? After the first week of school. It's all you, player three. A carton of milk will stay fresh for, at most, 21 days, so you'll want to drink all your freshmen by the 3rd week of school. Of course, the hard part is inserting the straw.
Oh, hey, come on, I'm not a juice box.
What do you want to do, player three? No, don't get up. I'll get it. Well, looky here. I picked a when did happen. All right, I'm going to show you an event like this. Man first walks on the moon. Then I'm going to list off 7 other events like this one. All you gotta do for each one is tell me whether it happened before or after man first walked on the moon, or if it never happened at all. Buzz in when the correct answer is lit, you'll get $1,000. But be careful, if you buzz in when the incorrect answer is lit, you lose $1,000 each time you're wrong. We all set? Okay. This when did happen is called Can You Spell Horse? Okay, kids, remember one thing. Be cool, stay in school. And nobody knows that better than professional athletes. Which is why this event happened. The NBA Stay in School campaign begins. So tell me, did this little event happen before the NBA started its Stay in School program, after they started it, or did it never happen at all? Okay, let's check it out. Well, player one, you suck. But at least you came out on top. Let's take a look at the big picture. Player one still ahead. Okay, now, where were we? Player one, why don't you give me a category? For your enjoyment, nuclear waste is a terrible thing to waste. You get it right, you get 2K. Okay, who remembers those class of Nuke 'Em High movies? Come on, the good, the bad, and the subhumanoid? Kids today. Imagine the kids at Nuke 'Em High have a Sadie Hawkins dance. Given the traditional rules of Sadie Hawkins dances, which of the following would you see? Player three, you gonna take that? Give me an answer. Sweet dreams. Player one. Player two, grab it. Come on now. What senior is gonna ask a sophomore to it? Well, they are mutants, so nah. What do you say, player one? Player one. Traditionally, Sadie Hawkins dances are where the girls ask the boys. Although at Nuke 'Em High, they've added a new tradition. After the last dance, the mutant girls suck the mutant boys' brains out of their eye sockets. Player one, what's up? This category is known as It's My Mommy and I'll Cry If I Want To. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. So, you know how there was always one kid in elementary school who bawled his eyes out on the first day of school because his mommy left him behind? That was me, all through high school and even today when I get up to go to work in the morning. Oh God, Mommy! I'm fine. Anyhow, what could my 11th grade English teacher have said if she wanted me to stop crying and learn new vocabulary?
Quit bewailing! Stop irritating!
Player two, who are you gonna stick it to? Player three, you're getting screwed right in front of me. What are you gonna do? Player one, player two, go get it. Player two, grab it. Chirrup means to chirp. English, what a conniving language. Player one, it's yours if you want it. Player one, do it. Simper means to smile in a silly way. In other words, about as far away from meaning to cry as possible. She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Bewailing means to cry or mourn, as if yelling at me really would have worked. All I really wanted was for her to hold me. It's all you, player three. What do you want? Shake hands with Bo and Luke got the education. One right answer and you got $6,000 coming at you.
She's pissed.
He's pissed. We're pissed. So pissed about a question. We're pissed about.
This pissed about a question letter comes to us from Kathy H. down in old Mississippi. Her letter deals with a gibberish question concerning the lyrics to the Dixie song.
In one of the gibberish questions, the answer was, I wish I were in Dixie. Any southerner knows the correct lyrics are, I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. I respectfully are Kathy H.
Well, Catherine, I feel more foolish than a one-legged man at an ass-kicking contest. But tell me, given the grammatical mistake in the correct line, I wish I was in Dixie, what would be the most appropriate verse to follow in the song? I wish I knew a run-on, hooray, hooray. I wish I knew subjunctive. Player 3, hooray, hooray. Well, I do declare, grammatically speaking, you use the subjunctive mood when you want to denote something that you wish were true, but it ain't true. But what I want to know is, why is somebody so excited about living in a place full of tiny paper cups? Player 3, pick a category. Let's take a look at Dream a Little Dream of Dreamin'. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Okay, get ready to type in, because this is a fill-in-the-blank question. Finish this little alarm clock sequence for me, won't you? 6:30, hit snooze bar. Blank, hit snooze bar. 6:48, hit snooze bar. 6:57, hit snooze bar. Now, what goes in the little blanky blanky? Player 1, it's all you. Type in your answer and hit return. The wondrous alarm clock snooze bar. For no apparent reason, most have a 9-minute cycle. It works out well for me, though. After my alarm goes off for the first time, I find I do need exactly 81 extra minutes of sleep. Pick a category, Player 1. All right, give it up for Bring Me a Bottle of Your Finest Paste. If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. And now, your question. Based on the classroom game of the same name, how might you order a 7-Up in a diner without speaking? Give the waitress a bone to hide. It's all yours, Player 1. The classroom game where everyone puts their heads down on their desks and sticks their thumbs up is called 7-Up. You remember that game? Then somebody would walk by your desk and break your thumb, or hit you on the head with a book. Didn't that happen to everyone? You're about to embark upon the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see two words that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard. Just remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's got to be a match that fits this clue. I only use brand name back to school items because my parents send me a check every week. Player 1, you ate that Jack Attack for dinner. Let's see who's picking up the check. Player 1 takes it. Player 1, you keep racking up wins like that, you're going to have to play with a handicap. Maybe I can lend Player 2 and 3 a lead pipe so they can beat you with it. In the meantime, remember this.
You don't know Jack!
You heard it on the phone, now hear it on your CD player. For a limited time only, you you can have the
No,
best
really.
of on
I'm
hold
impressed,
on
Player One.
compact
I've never
disc.
seen
Plus,
anyone
it
get to the
gets
high
such
scoreboard
favorites as
before.
the
Every
Gas
time is
Company.
like the first time. So if you want to play again, just,
All of our
wake me
agents
up
are
and give me a
assisting other
sign.
customers. Your call is important to us.
Make this
Please
one a
continue
favorite
to
episode
hold.
by pressing F.
You'll also find the ever-popular hit from the Cellular Phone Company.
All of our agents are assisting other customers. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold.
And who could ever forget the Cable Company?
All of our agents are assisting other customers. Your call is important to us. Your call will be answered in approximately
1 hour and 47 minutes.
Please continue to hold.
This CD is not available in stores, so please call now. Your call is important to us. Our operators who aren't standing by are assisting other customers, but they will be with you momentarily. Please prepare to continue to hold.
Got it.
Today in the court of the Honorable Oracle, he promised a polka-rific good time for her wedding reception. She says it was more like polka-fetic. They've decided to bring their dispute here to the Oracle at Delphi. The sagebrush has been lit. Let's check in on the action.
With what question do you query the Oracle?
Your Honor, this man said he had a polka band, but he didn't even have an accordion.
That's a lie, Speaker of Apollo. She's a liar.
Shut your elk trap, and beware the crossing at Thebes.
Your oracleness, my family expected the chicken dance. What could I tell them?
Only death awaits those that cross the fates. Now, do you have a receipt for the band?
The Oracle warned of Oedipus's fate, but how will it sort this mess out?
Judge, we polkaed their butts off.
May Zeus strike me dead. They were awful.
The Oracle has made a decision. Judgment goes to the one with the pure heart.
I've got a pure heart.
Not what I heard from the best man.
I guess that'll close the seal on the case of the pitiful polka, and this session in the court of the Honorable Oracle.
He had it all. Loving family, successful business, good health. The wealthiest man of his time living a charmed life. Until that life became a living hell. He lost his business to thieves. He lost his family in a storm. And he lost his health to a rare skin disease. It was as if God and the devil had decided to gamble with his life. But he refused to give up. He blocked out all the naysayers and kept his faith in God. And for this he was rewarded. His patience led to a business twice as big as before, a family twice as loving, and his health. It's the story you haven't read. Patient Plaything. Job. Tomorrow on B. True Biblical Story.
Hearts.
Flowers.
Bunny rabbits.
Teddy bears.
Babies.
Ponies.
This commercial may not be funny, but at least it doesn't offend anyone. Let's hold hands.
This public service announcement brought to you by the Politically Correct Coalition, raising sensitivity issues throughout the upper middle class, primarily white, college-educated segment of the population for over 8 years.
Hi there, I'm Peter Fully from the American Council on Urine. If you have an opportunity to pee, grab that opportunity and pee into the appropriate receptacle of your choice. I just did, and I feel great.
The American Council on Urine.
Hey, kids! Have you heard? It's cool to be a nerd. And now there's a cereal for you and all your dorky friends. Milquetoast, the cereal of computer geeks. Screw the famous sports celebrities. We've got billionaire sissy boys in our boxes. Vitamin fortified. Forget it. Milquetoast is loaded with lots of sugary goodness guaranteed to keep your body micro-soft. One mushy spoonful of Milquetoast cereal will have you wheezing for more. Don't be afraid. Ask for it by name. Milquetoast. Breakfast of gigglewimps.
Got it. New players coming in, everybody. Let's take it from the top. Hello, my name's Sandy. How you doing? So tell me, how many people do we have playing today? Good stuff. All right, player one, type your name in. All right, player two, we need your name next.
45
Thanks.
seconds.
Player three, start typing. Let's get this baby rolling. Pick which episode you want to play. Or hit the letter F to see your favorites.
Seconds.
Player 1, you're going to be buzzing in on the letter Q. That's right, Q, like be very, very quiet. Player 2, you got the letter B. Yup, B, like baboon butt. And player 3, you have the letter P, as in presidential privilege.
20 seconds.
20 seconds? Okay. Listen, people flub this all the time. I don't know why. When a question comes up, if you want it, buzz in first. Then hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick an answer. That's it. Got it? Have a good game.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, welcome to our Windy City episode. Yep, that's right. All the trivia straight ahead is going to be about the hard-working folks of Chicago, Illinois. That's right. Questions ranging from skyscrapers to... what the hell? There's your Windy City, okay? You happy now? It's out of the way? Okay. First of all, we're going to need some pointy objects. Not to offend you, but this is how you screw someone. If you want to force your neighbor into answering a question that you know they don't know, buzz in and slap that S key. You got it? Any questions? Good. Let's start today's lesson. Player 2, what looks good? For your viewing pleasure, harvest time at the Funny Farm. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Here's the question. John Belushi was on Saturday Night Live in its first season. Bill Murray joined in the third season. Chris Farley appeared in the 16th season. But where did they all appear first? First town, second city, third world, or fourth place? Player 2, go! Just wait till your father gets home. It's all you, Player 3. You got it. No, you don't. I'm just messing with you. Player 1. Belushi, Murray, Farley, they all started out with Chicago's famed Second City Improvisational Theater. Then they moved to New York and were introduced to Victoria Jackson and that goat boy. Player 1, give me a category.
Question alert. Question alert.
Here we have, this is so embarrassing, I'll only say it on TV. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Ready? Catch this. Imagine you want to spill your secrets on a Chicago talk show. Which of the following will you definitely not be doing? Sharing. It's all yours, Player 1. Lisa's the only one here that's not filmed in Chicago. And it's absolutely ridiculous to think that any self-respecting Chicagoan would have an affair with a cat. Much more of a dog town. Isn't that right, Scruffy? Yeah, Daddy's almost done. Okay. Player 1, what are we doing? We're calling this one Pizza and the Big O. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. See what you can do with this one. If you like your lovin' just like you like your pizza, that is Chicago style, how do you like it? Deep and thick. With Player 2, grab it! Lots of sausage and sliced pepperoni with grease dripping on your fingers and around your mouth. Yeah, not too bad on pizza either. Player 3, give me an answer. Shouldn't have done that. Player 1. Thin and crispy? I'm not talking about your underwear. Oh, just one more chance. Chicago-style pizza is thick, deep dish stuffed pizza. Now me, I like my lovin' with the cheese baked right into the crust. Yeah, baby, I don't know what that means. Player 2, what do you want? Yeah, chest strut fits dime whore.
It's time for a Riverfish Breast Nut.
Let's see if you can make some sense out of this gibberish category. Similarities between love and poo. $5,000 sounds like a good place to start off this gibberish question. Now here's the deal. The more time you take, the less cash you get. Okay, tell me what well-known song this rhymes with. I find love brown. Now or never, player 2. Start typing and hit Oh, great, great. Here we go. Typing in the swear words. This is always fun. Hey, Sandy, come here. Sandy, take a look at this fucking moron.
What's up, Schmitty? Holy shit! Who the wrote
This asshole.
Did you encourage this? I bet you did.
I didn't. No fucking way. I swear to God.
I want this off the screen immediately.
Hey, can I with their score, too?
Sure. Why the not?
Hey, Sandy.
Yes, Schmitty?
Can I with their score even more?
Yeah.
All right, that's enough around.
I hear ya. Back to work. Hey, and you, watch your f***ing mouth this time.
He's got a little backbone, wants to give it a try. First clue, Frank Sinatra sang it, baby. Old Blue Eyes sang it and Chicago went wild. And not only during Chicago rioting. It's my kind of towel shopping district. Oh, what would the chairman of the board think? Blah, blah, New York. Make it there, make it anywhere. Sure, but Chicago, that's I find love brown. I gotta tell you, I was more than a little put out when I heard that Chicago was so easily replaced in the lyrics with Toledo, Orlando, Daytona, and San Luis Obispo. Your call, player 2. Let's see what we got going. A river runs through all of us. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Think fast, it's question time. Which of the following best describes the unique engineering technique applied to the Chicago River at the beginning of the 20th century? Picking your nose, peeing. Player 2, you're getting screwed. Let's give something back. Well, the first step is admitting you have a problem. Player, it's all you, player 3.
Mr. Mayor, the river is still constipated.
Damn it, keep throwing burritos in there. We'll beat this thing. It's all yours, player 1. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, I know. You all really meant to pick this one. Back in 1900, to improve the sewage system of the city, the natural flow of the Chicago River was reversed, just like the natural flow of food in your body is reversed when you vomit. The reversal of the Chicago River brought back a few thousand tons of sausages and about 742 missing mobsters. What's it gonna be, player 2? Open wide and get ready for burning Mrs. O'Leary's cow at the stake. $2,000 for a correct answer. Okay, so everybody thought that Mrs. O'Leary's cow was responsible for the Great Chicago Fire, right? Well, a couple of years ago, they find out the cow is innocent. But hey, guilty or not, that cow was probably pretty well done by the time the fire was over. Given which fast food restaurant opened its first store in the first McDonald's restaurant opened just outside of Chicago in 1955. Of course, considering that Mrs. O'Leary's cow was flame broiled, it would have made more sense to be served at Burger King, I guess. Let's have a category, player 1. May I introduce, New Jersey isn't just a way to New York. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, how about this one? Michael Jordan, number 23, right? Yeah, well, it wasn't always 23. No siree, Bob. That whole baseball retirement thing threw everything off kilter for a while. Considering the uniform number, Michael Jordan... See, and then you wonder why I don't bring my friends over. For a short time, Jordan's jersey was number 45. Yeah, I guess with a number like 45, he was afraid he wouldn't be able to break any records. Player 3, your category. This one's called First Down and 7 Deadly Sins to Go. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Forward march. Considering the official classification for a group of bears, of which deadly sin would the Chicago Bears most likely be accused? Sloth, gluttony. A group of bears is called a sloth. And for the Chicago Bears, that's a compliment. Player 2, grab a category. Players 1 and 3, why don't you scooch over a little bit, because player 2 is going to need some elbow room for this or dat. The category for this or dat question is climaxing at the climax. Okay, I'm good. Oh, you already know how to play. Fine, you got 30 seconds. You ready? Let's dance. Let the games begin. Used to be the largest in the world. Here's major tourist attraction. If you haven't got a clue, radio stations broadcast from it. 2,000 miles of electrical wiring. Defines the Chicago skyline. Sways 6 inches in high winds. Last one has blinking light on top. That'd be 7. Wow, you were on fire there. 7 out of 7. Let's throw this onto your score. Hey, if you got it, flaunt it. All right, let's get on with the game. How about it, player 3, category? Let's have a big warm welcome for Ferris Bueller's Excellent Adventure. You get this one, you pocket 2,000 bucks. Put it in gear, because here we go. If Ferris Bueller were able to travel back in time during his day off to ride the first Ferris wheel, where would he go? To the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition. Player 2, go! Player 1, you're getting screwed. What are you going to do about it? George Ferris created his fascinating wheel for the 1893 Columbian Exposition in Chicago, also known as the World's Fair. But what would make a great scene is if you put his teacher on the Ferris wheel. Bueller, 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 Bueller. Nice work, player 2. Looks like you're getting screwed. Let's see how you handle the hardware. Player 1, tell me what's next.
Tra-la-la, tra-la-lee. Here's a question for you.
The category? Taking a real trip. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Okay, start crunching the keyboard, because I got to fill in the blank for you. Now listen to this moron yapping away and tell me what road he should have taken.
Oh man, I asked for directions to my...
Hey, sorbet! Do it up, player 1. Type in your answer and then hit... Lakeshore Drive is known by the locals, as LSD. You know, just like the wacky mind-altering drug. Although, considering the way people drive on the road, you gotta wonder if maybe it wasn't named after the drug. Player 1, why don't you give me a category? Shake hands with thumbs up where? You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Well, now on a sad note, I'd like to take a moment to remember Gene Siskel. Man, who could possibly replace him in that Siskel and Ebert partnership? Well, I mean, anyone with an opposable thumb, but you know what I mean. Considering which animals have opposable... Although a primate could never replace Gene Siskel's incisive critical sense, primates do have opposable thumbs. Well, in my opinion, the film was perfect. Superb acting, flawless script, and impeccable direction. What did you think? Well, yes, you have a point there. Player 3, why don't you pick one? The category is What Happened Beneath the Cheerleaders. Sit up straight. This one's going to be worth $6,000. Get the wax out of your ears. It's question time. Given what famous event occurred underneath the University of Chicago football stadium, which of these sounds might football players have heard if things got out of hand? Sound 1. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be intercepted. Sound 2. Oh, and it's a fumble.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Sound 3. We've got a first down. Or sound 4. Touchdown!
Hut one, hut two, hut, hut, hut!
It's all you, player 3. Yeah, I doubt there were many hallelujahs. A few Hail Marys, maybe. What do you say, player 1? Player 1! The first sustained nuclear reaction took place under the University of Chicago football stands. But that wasn't nearly as much of a disaster as the UFC's football team for the last 50 seasons. They haven't been able to get a receiver to catch a bomb since. Pick a category, player 1. Well, what do we have here? Little Red's riding in the hood. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Put your head between your knees, because we're going down. Say instead of finding a wolf in her grandmother's bed, Little Red Riding Hood found the entire city of Chicago. Chicago is known as the city of big shoulders. Turns out Granny was just wearing a new shirt with those sewn-in puffy shoulder pads. That's when Little Red Riding Hood really got scared. Welcome to... Oh, you already know the attack. Well, don't let me stand in your way. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. Here's your long-distance windy dedication. Hey, I kind of like this. Coming up next, sports and traffic. Yeah, I could see that. Taught those other two a lesson, didn't you? Now, if you could just explain what they're doing hanging out with you, I'd be really impressed. In the meantime, keep telling yourself this.
You don't know Jack!
Want to hear bad luck? I lost my job, my house, my dog got run over.
Well, la-dee-da, you're on the high scoreboard. So wave to the adoring crowd and be done with it now. Then you can tell me if you want to play again. Don't forget to hit F if you want to make this episode a favorite.
My fiance had a dentist appointment. It was
Oh,
just a routine
okey-dokey.
cavity. I mean, how do you die from getting a filling? It only got worse after that. I contracted malaria, I got struck by lightning, slept with my dad.
How hard is it to make 10 copies to send to 10 friends? That's what, $3.30 in stamps? Look, bad luck happens. This is no joke. Don't break the chain.
Don't break the chain.
Don't break the chain.
Don't break the chain.
Brought to you by the United States Postal Service.
Dude, I want to go to that Butthole Surfer show, but I'm, all blocked up.
Dude, have you tried blowing out your ass?
Dude, I have not.
Dude, it's not your parents' laxative.
Dude, give me some.
Okay, dude, but you better drop trout.
All right, dude.
Dude, blowing out your ass is a laxative that's extreme. Set your own rules. Anybody says you can't have a fiber-free burrito and cheese fry lifestyle, you tell them, blow it out your ass!
Dude, that was radical laxative awesomeness.
Dude, blowing out your ass, guaranteed to paint the wall every time.
You might think you've got insurance, but are you really protected?
People looked at me a little funny when we got the asteroid coverage, but Allegiance showed us the graphs. We saw the numbers. Asteroids kill.
Here at Allegiance Insurance, we make sure you're prepared for the unexpected.
Will we ever be invaded by Canadian terrorists? My Allegiance agent told me point blank. Yes.
I was a little skeptical at first, but then I thought, sure, I could defend myself against a robot attack. But what about my wife, my kids, my dog?
So visit your nearest Allegiance agent. Sure, everyone's got home and auto, but what about offshore mining accidents, leprosy, warlock spells? Are you insured?
I never actually participated in a rodeo, but that doesn't mean I can't get hurt.
At the American Produce Corporation, we respect how our forefathers farmed the earth by hand.
And how the earth will be farmed in the future using advanced microchip technology.
That's why we keep it simple.
A single large supercomputer handles all farm duties.
The American Produce Corporation. Family owned and operated until 1982.
Then bought out by a billion-dollar corporation.
Artificial intelligence will feed the world fruits and vegetables for the future.
My fellow Americans, Lonnie Stillwagon here. Election time is right around the corner. Won't you support me in my effort to overthrow the American government and set up an absolute monarchy with myself as the figurehead? When you go in and vote for me, Lonnie Stillwagon.
Paid for by the American Absolute Monarchy Party.
Sounds like someone just lost a radio. Does everyone ignore your car alarm? Well, there's no ignoring the screaming Mimi. Your car is always in danger, so the screaming Mimi keeps screaming all the time. All eyes will be on your car, guaranteed.
They would just shut that thing up.
See what I mean?
Also available, the Screaming Mimi smoke detector and the Screaming Mimi baby monitor.